And ladies and gentlemen, I discovered I could speak, and I love speaking. And that led me to become a teacher. I know what it's like to not have enough money in your bank account. I know what it's like to worry when the bills start coming in. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I wake up my beautiful wife and I ask her, honey, why did you marry me? She says, I saw something in you. But I still don't know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm a dreamer, I'm a speaker, and I learned the unfailing quality of unconditional love from my wife. I was broken, and I've been broken, lost, and broke many times in my life. But the people in my life were able to reach into the trash can and make me whole again. If it was up to me, I would have never been able to do that. And this is why if you have great people in your life, no matter how broke, how lost, or how broken you become, they can piece you back together. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at you, I see something in you. But I don't know what it is. Over to you.
This is truly one of the best champion speech. I see something in you, but I still don't know what it is. Now,
welcome. I'm very excited today to talk about
it is indeed very inspiring, but give me one key point. The key point is, he said all of us is beautiful as a flower, special and all that, but how to do it? How to do it? That is what we're going to find out. Do you think it's exciting to find out how we're going to do it? That you are special, you like a flower, and then you look beautiful and 20 years younger than your age. You don't have to put on SK2. That's cool, huh? That's cool. Okay, because time is, okay. Okay, move forward. Okay, these are later. These are all the reference book. Now, before we go there, yeah, this is the guy we need to really study. He's you know him?
No.
Tony Buzan. He talked about what? Mind mapping. Okay, mind mapping is so useful within an A4 paper. I wrote few speeches at that time with his idea, his method. Okay, write 4 or 5 speeches so that I get some material put on to this one, that one, that one. So we will talk about this later. But why he is so important for the whole setup? Because he studied the 100 geniuses of the past. And then he classified in this world, according to him, that there are 10 intelligence. 10 intelligence. Now, if I ask you, Melody, what is your intelligence? Thinking. Eating. Thinking of eating. Thinking of what? Philosophy. Okay. So, this is very vague if I ask, what's your intelligence? Mathematics is your intelligence. Okay. Do you need your mother to tell you that that's your intelligence? It's not your mother. Oh, okay. Sorry. So what's your intelligence? Human intelligence. Is this important? You can relate it to with other people. Talk to other people easily.
Okay. Try to see the best in every person.
Wonderful. So what is your intelligence?
Copy the others.
Copy others. no, this is cool. Copy of what? Belly dancer? Belly dancing? What's copy of what? Copy what?
The method of doing everything.
Observation.
Okay.
It's a good observation.
Now, in fact, this is a very smart way of doing something, that you copy other in order to save your time. If you did it well, then you copy it. But that really miss out the key point. That is, may not be your intelligence. You're trying to copy maybe 6 or 7 guys for something, and then you don't know your own intelligence. So you miss out the point on that, according to my opinion. Okay? I'm not saying it's no good copy, we need to copy at the beginning, but later we have to go deeper. PC, what's your intelligence?
I'm still fine.
Keep quiet. Okay, just keep quiet. The one at the back, what's your intelligence?
No idea.
No idea. Now, in fact, basically, I think we have no idea about intelligence. And anybody got some idea about your own intelligence? Because it's inside you. What's your intelligence?
Creativity, multitasking.
Okay, creativity, multitasking. Can you give an example?
I can listen to your talk and do some other thing. And I did this task and I can perform 5 tasks, and everything is correct.
Wonderful. This is very common to women. Women are multitasking. You see, when I go to the kitchen to fry an egg, I told everyone not to come in. Don't spoil me frying an egg. For men, it's only 1 task at a time. So we are all different. But for women, they can hang on the phone, they can do this, they can do multitasking. So when 3 women get together, what happens? This is woman. This is a very natural thing for a woman because your mind is wired differently. Agree. I agree with you. Okay, Tony Buzan, we talk about his 10 intelligence. He classified in this world we have 10 intelligence. Because by finding our intelligence, then we know who we are. Do you get it? That is the foundation for us to move forward. Okay, next one. Okay, this is about growth mindset. We talk about that later. Move on. Okay, Carol's crack. Move on. Move on. Okay. According to all the books we gather, the winning formula is the first is your natural aptitude. You need to find your natural aptitude. And what is your natural aptitude? It comes from your talent and intelligence. We will find out there. Okay? Not someone else impose on you. And then you need to have passion because you love doing what you're doing. But passion itself is not good enough because everybody talking about the passion, the passion, the passion. But you need to come to flow. What I mean flow is that you need to engage maybe 8 hours to 10 hours in doing that's something you really love to do. I give you examples. Jamie Oliver. Okay, we know him. When he went to school, he was absolutely hopeless. But when you put Jamie into kitchen for 8 or 10 hours, he found a playground. And there is a playground. And he spent how many years there? Maybe 10 or 15 years now. But one thing he did very well. Every year, he sponsored 15 unemployable students. I mean, those drop out, put it this way. 15 of them, and put them in the kitchen and work to be a great chef. Do you know how many of them make it? Maybe 1 or maybe 2. Okay? So, that's what's happening. Okay. Here, this guy, pure yoga. Anybody going for pure yoga? Anybody going to pure yoga? Now this guy, Collins Grant, he used to be just a tennis player. Just a tennis player. But one day he went to Canada because it was raining out there. He went to do some yoga and he loved it. So when he came back, he continued to do yoga And then you happen to meet this guy, entrepreneur. This guy is a businessman, and then they team up together and start Pure Yoga. And within, I think now it's about 12 years, Pure Yoga is the #1 fitness workout establishment in Hong Kong and in Asia. Of course, Jamie. Djokovic. One thing I learned from Djokovic is every day, because it's #1, anybody playing tennis. Tennis. Okay? You know, every day he do about 1 hour yoga in order to make his body more flexible, more reachable, okay? And more strong. Lengthen the muscle, elongate the muscle. And on top of that, he have this free gluten diet. Gluten-free diet. You know what's gluten-free diet? Huh? Yeah. What's that? Not exactly. The wheat, because the wheat now is GM, genetic modified. So because of that, it's very hard to digest. So the tummy becomes bigger and bigger. So I don't know whether you want to try. I try it. I find it's very good for me. Give me a lot of energy. Okay. So all these good people, they are doing something special. Of course, this guy have energy to anti-apartheid in South Africa. Okay. So they're all in flow. Here. Next one. Sorry. Oh, skip. This habits. This is about massive action. Can go. Now, just now that one, it just echoed back what we were talking about. Your mind, your heart, your body, your cell, and your emotion should be in alignment to work as one for the powerhouse. Okay? The true self is coming here. Next. Now, basically, this is our mind matrix, our mind up here matrix, okay? So, most of the education is here, left mind, the word, number, logic, list, and detail. Mostly, education comes from there. On the right side of the cortex, prefrontal, is the picture, imagination, color, rhythm, and space. So imagine if you are speakers, you go to speak, which part of you that are more attractive to the audience? You need some logic to start off with because you need to have a structure, opening, body, and conclusion. But you need to tell story. When you tell story, you paint a picture into the mind of the audience. Imagination is the one thing the mind cannot do is imagination. They can control our imagination. Because if you think, close your eyes, and then you're breathing normally, someday we're going to do the hypnotized test and bring you to a calm state, and then you can imagine anywhere in the world or even outer space. Any problem? No problem. Okay? It's a very simple technique. Anybody doing NLP? You know NLP, right? NLP is more about that. You know, you can stimulate your mind to go to that state, to be more resourceful, something like that. Of course, there are more. Oh. Okay, now the sensory, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch is bringing in the information to our brain. An emotion. If we have good emotion, compassion, gratitude, and love, overshadow our fear, anger, and jealousy, we are in a better state. So every day we practice some mindfulness. Calm down our mind. Work on delay gratification. It's a must. The survival brain is the brain that part help us to survive. You know, we breathe and all that is self-regulated. We don't have to bother that. Okay? If the germs come in, we know how to fight it. But the limbic one, the limbic here is the problematic part. We have emotion, we have memories, we have habits and addiction, mostly come from here. So our mind want to do something, most of the time, this part, the middle brain, will ward it off, will oppose it and fight it off. For example, we say we go on diet. We want to cut some of the chocolate or wine or something like that. This part of the brain will not allow you to do it unless you're a big friend with it. We talk about this. Okay, move. Okay, good one, move. Okay. Okay, now these are the 10 intelligence. The first is genius quotient. That means your leadership. Next one. It encompasses all these components: vision, desire, faith, commitment, planning, persistence, blah, 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 blah. The next one. Positive attitude, auto-suggestion, intuition, all these 20 all this together is only one thing: your leadership or genius. So if you want to be a leader, this part is very important. All these 20 tribes. Okay, the second one. Verbal. Okay, verbal, intelligent. Some people can speak very well, some people cannot. Okay, number 3. Numbers, logic, intelligent. Okay, some people are good at this. Okay, number 4. Engineering, spatial intelligence. That means you're good with engineering, structure, architect, this sort of things. 5. Sensual, intelligent. That means you can use the 5 senses very good. If you're a chef, you need to do this. You need to make the food look good, smell good, taste good, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? 6. Body, kinesthetic. If you're a sportsman, do you think this is important? Very important. Okay, 7. Creative intelligence. Someone mentioned creative. Yes, you create something. Bring it on. 8. Now, intrapersonal intelligence is how you talk to yourself. It's more important than your interpersonal relationship with others. Intra is when you talk, that means your mind, your body, all this talk together inside of you. If you are negative, that is a problem. Interpersonal. And the final one is a spiritual. It's not necessary that you become a priest or a monk, but you want to do something for the community. So altogether, there are 10 intelligence. Now, you need to choose about 3 or 4 top intelligence and to eliminate some of those you are not good at. For me, I'm no good with numbers. I'm no good with engineering. I'm no good with money. Really, if you give me tons of money, I find it boring. I don't know what to do with that. But my intelligence is more on the body. I want to create something. I want to work as a leader. That's why we found a foundation, so that we can bring people together to do something more meaningful. So that is how we work on our intelligence in order to bring the best out of us. So any question here? So are you good at verbal, Charles? Huh? You're okay, huh? So you can polish to next level. And are you good at imagination? Because if, as a speaker, you need to, and can you create a script that makes people laugh? Now, these are the things you need to think about. Any question? Any question? Here's the crucial part, the intelligent part, the talent part. Because first you find your powerhouse, then you find your true self, what you really want to go for, and now is the talent part. You have to combine it. Your best field talent. Eliminate those you are no good at. So for administrative work, I look for who? I look for Mon. Mon helping me with all this. For money, I look for a treasurer. Ivy. Ivy is very good. If you give her money, you can never get it back. Okay. Okay, she's good with her body intelligence. Okay, move on. Okay, this guy becomes... Now, this is a sad example. Because he showed to the world, he is a comedian. He makes everybody laugh. But at the end of the day, he commits suicide of depression. So because he is not in his true self, maybe on the surface, he showed the world, you see, I can make everybody laugh. But this is not the person he actually is. We don't know what he is anyway. Okay, move to the last, I think, action. Okay, this one. Now, because I treasure all of you coming and sharing and have some ideas of what's going on. And I really appreciate all the organizing team, Mon, Agnes, Manson, who else? Brian, Melody too, only timekeeping. That's all. Okay. So I really, huh? Oh, really? Oh, also from her, from Melody. So appreciate those at the reception, receive people and all that, and especially to all the guests who come today and pay some money for the drinks and all that. So it's a fantastic afternoon. I hope you find it worthwhile to come for this 2.5 hours. And now you have some idea where the powerhouse comes from, where do you find your true self, which is not easy to find. Despite you find your true self, it is very difficult path for you to become the top 1% of world class. But if you have faith on yourself, if you have this stamina, we will be there. Even though we don't reach the star, we still reach somewhere up there. Okay? So what is the follow-up action? No, follow-up action is I intend to start a Renaissance team. Maybe the name is not appropriate, we will look for. It's about 8 to 12 people. We meet at County Cricket Club third Sunday of every month, 3 to 5 p.m. 3 to 5 p.m. We get together and we go deeper into the subject. Because why we need to go deeper? Because at the moment, what we have is just a Macintosh compared with an iPad. Because there are so many books about mind, the body, and the talent. We need to do some research on, study it, and bring out the best point, and integrate into a training subject. And why we are doing this? Because we can teach the youngest people, the young adults, on how to be a star performer. So, after 10 months, we work on the mind, body, and talent. Those who join the group will come back again in the workshop and make a presentation of the experience they go through, how they improve the mind, the body, and the talent, and how they can experience the journey. Okay? Because knowing and not doing is not knowing. We know a lot of things from YouTube now, but without going through that, without doing it, it's nothing. So we need about 8 to 12. Send me an email here with about 50 words to 70 words. What is your purpose? What is your passion? What is your priority? Your 3 Ps. And then we will inform you whether you are in the team of the 12. But so far already in the team is we have Mon Chen and Agnes. So it's up to you. We will let you know, please let me know by the end of tomorrow night 12. 24 hours or more. And we will let you know not later than Wednesday. Because on the 22nd of this month, we have already booked the conference room at KCC to start off with this new adventure. You're going to love it. And what you have to pay for, $10,000? No, $15,000. No. Not that less. What you need to pay for, the Tomorrow Youth will sponsor you on the venue. What you need to pay for is the refreshment, as well as you have to buy the training material books. You have, because that is your possession. Is this a fair deal? It's up to you.
How much is it for?
Any question?
Take a question.
Oh, okay.
How much is a set of books?
It's not expensive. The book you buy from a bookstore is about less than 200. If you cannot use that money, we can support you in some way. But assumingly, you talk about fear, you need to get that book from the best of the best in the world, 2 million copies, and then you find out why people are afraid of doing something. And then you will make a presentation. And if you want to work on the body, then you will talk about how to make the body better by doing what. And if you work on the mind, you come, because you become a specialist. Remember, I went to Samcheon to give a workshop on X Factor, right? Yes. What is X Factor? Anybody? Any idea? X Factor means you are charming, charismatic. And this actually helps a lot of your daily work because it becomes easy. People like you. They tend to offer you something. Again, we have someone, after training for a while, now he become an expert talking about X Factor. He become the X Factor. The idea is everybody have a chance to be expert in doing something. Okay, so any other question?
Before it ends, I'd like to quickly ask, you asked us to bring a towel and bring
because
hands.
now,
Just like, just would like to ask what originally you...
Yes. Thanks for asking. Now, because most of us, we work office job, we have very stiff shoulder. And the towel is to rotate. No, no, I can't do this. Now, because every day I go to yoga class, they simply rotate the shoulder back. Put back. Now, you feel the stretch here. Imagine if you are stiff, you cannot function well, the shoulder. And then you come back, and then you put it here. Throw it here. And then if you can hold like this, it's better. Okay? And then if you can bend like this, it's better. Even more. Okay? So, you do it on the left side, you do it on the right side. And there's a wall. Because you can do it when you go to toilet, nobody knows. Your boss doesn't know, you said to go to the toilet. And then if you are, can you take this up? Anybody? I want one or two volunteers. Come up. 1 or 2 volunteers. Come on, Mandy. One more. 一男一女啦。喂 ，Brian，你個老鬼。Now, very simple. 係啊，個窩啦嚇，2個撳落去 shoulder。咁你慢慢個 shoulder 放落去，拉落去。Relax。Relax。哇！咁咧，你 feel 唔 feel 到呢度 stretch 緊咧 ？OK。Look for a minute. OK 啊 ？OK。嗱呢度咧要平嘅。OK 係啦。OK 唔錯。OK 你又係。OK 而家調轉啦。呢個擺喺牆嗰度。OK。嗱隻腳喺前邊，然後呢個 hip 拱出嚟，拱個 hip 出嚟。2個手指掂住，手指公掂手指公。你 feel 唔 feel 到嘢？有。OK。Because 係啊，because your body is your. What am I saying? You know the movie Terminator. You know. The body is your most powerful machine. You have to take care of your body.